Well, it's been a little while since I've uploaded. I apologize for that. Had last couple weeks has just been flat out busy. Uh, if you listen to the last videos, I've had a septic issue, so I've been getting that fixed. Last couple weeks, I've been preaching and leading worship, so that always takes precedence. And then last weekend, I did go to the OU Texas game. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I came back with some allergies, and I haven't felt good all week this week. And I tried to make a video on Sunday about the game, and it just all week it's just been haven't felt good at all. So I'm feeling better today. Just still congested, but I'm able to actually talk without my throat hurting. So anyways. So, I'm just going to make hopefully around a 10-minute video, kind of catch myself up. OU Texas. Oh my gosh. What a game. That was my third time going to the Red River Rivalry. And we had won once and then we had lost once. But I've watched every game since I think I was in third grade. I had a soccer game one year when I was in third grade, I think, and I remember I couldn't watch it, but I had my phone on the sidelines because it wasn't very good, and I was keeping up with the game, got in trouble with the coach, whatever. Anyways, so this was the best Red River rivalry I have ever seen personally in my nearly 24 years. Best game I'd ever seen, and I did watch last year. Last year was great as well, 4 overtimes. This year takes the cap. This was, like I said, I went to the game. I was in the stands with the fans, and it was a funny story, and I'll try to tell it quickly. At halftime, my dad and my uncle and my uncle's son had went out of the stadium to go find some food with the intentions of leaving the game because we were getting blown out, and we were going to go mess around in the fair. And so, but I had went the opposite direction trying to find some water. I thought they were going to the bathroom, so I went to get water. I didn't know they were going to get food. So anyways, I get in line to get water. Well, they go get food. The lines were crazy. They go get food, and they can't find me. So they thought, well, Josh will be back up in the stands. So they go back up to the stands. Well, when I get my water, I think, well, they're probably going to be back up the stands. So we ended up just meeting back up in the stands, and at that point, it was like there was maybe 10 minutes left in the third quarter. We were starting to you were starting to see something. Mike, I mean, really, a 10-minute video doesn't do it justice. Flat out insane. Caleb Williams, my gosh, comes out there and hits that 66-yard rushing touchdown, and we just went berserk. And I know that didn't spark it right then. It was really those Marvin Mims catches where you're starting to see this offense open up. It was the first game all year where I don't count the Western Carolina game in any of this. Anyways, so pass that out at the side. It was the first game that we had just seen OU's offense open up, and where your running game was going, your passing game was going. I was really impressed. Kennedy Brooks is the MVP. I know Caleb Williams, we probably wouldn't have won without him, but Kennedy Brooks was a man. He was a monster. They couldn't stop him, and our offense just opened up. I mean, he had over 200 rushing yards. Crazy. We were going insane, and it was one of those, you hear about Sooner magic, and I know magic isn't real, but it was one of those moments where you're thinking, okay, this is crazy. Like, there's no way this happens outside of magic. I mean, it was just one of those, it'll be one of those moments in my life when I'm, 80 years old and people ask me, what's your favorite memory about OU football? That's going to be one of them where I'm just like, Sooner magic is real. Crazy. Absolutely crazy game. The crowd being in those stands, even though you're, half the stands are OU fans, the other half's Texas fans, even though the stands are only half filled with your people, you just felt invincible. You just felt like, okay, no, there's nothing that can stop us. And I don't care what you want to say. I think the MVP was Kennedy Brooks, but I think the real MVP was the stands and not me personally, but just the whole group of us, 50,000 or 45,000, 40,000 OU fans that were in the stands that hadn't left at halftime. Those people were the reason we came back. It was really cool to see the players get excited, which would then excite the fans, and the fans would get excited, which then excite the players, and it was just kept on building. I've never been a part of it like that in my life. I'd went 2 years before. I didn't go last year, but I went 2 years before, and like I said, I've never heard the crowd get that loud. I've never heard the crowd. I've been to many OU games in my lifetime, over 10, 15, 20. I've never seen the fans at any game, basketball, football, be able to affect a game that much. It was crazy. So that's all I'm going to say about that crazy experience. I wish I could upload an hour-long video talking about the game, but man, what a game. We all know the kind of the headline that came out of the game, Caleb Williams. And there's a lot of drama, a lot of talking points that I just kind of want to hit on quickly. First, I'll say Caleb Williams came in and gave us a spark that we needed, and I made a video after I can't remember if it was a Nebraska game or West Virginia game. I think the West Virginia game, where I came on and said, where they chanted for "We want Caleb," and I came on and say, I wouldn't chant that because that's not who I am. That I'm not going to boo a player. Now maybe they deserve. I'm not saying they didn't deserve it because they're semi-pro athletes. And fans love the game. But that's not something I would do personally. But, I was saying, I think Caleb Williams would give us a better chance at being a better offense. And I got a lot of flack in the comments, which I like. I like, comments and being able to converse with people. But I felt kind of vindicated in that game because he played phenomenal. And I'm telling you, it wasn't anything special. He is a special player, don't get me wrong. But it was just the fact that they had to respect his running game, his ability to run. And you saw this. How many times did he has to fix the snaps. I get that. But when he did drop the snap and he picked him up, or when he maybe the line broke, it wasn't just an automatic sack. I felt with Rattler, because he's not as agile or athletic outside of the pocket, I just felt like that would have been a sack with Rattler. But, that first touchdown to Marvin Mims, what happened? He was about to get sacked, and he ran out and then and hit him in the end zone. The second touchdown to Marvin Mims, a crazy, amazing catch. What happened? He came, he dropped back, pressure on the side, step forward, back foot, over, perfect spot. He can throw. But that was all opened up. Kennedy Brooks' game was opened up because they had to respect his run. After that 66-yard touchdown that Caleb Williams had, that his first touchdown, first snap, as soon as they see him trot back out there, they're automatically thinking, we have to respect a third dimension now. And so it just makes your offense that much harder. And it's not could be another video. This is not Rattler's fault in that we don't have a good offensive line. And for his play style, you have to have a good offensive line and wide receivers that can get open. And we have neither. And Marvin Mims, he's a beast, but they're not open. Even the passes that Caleb Williams had, they were 50-50 balls. But anyways, Rattler needs an offensive line that can protect and give him 5-6 seconds or however long it takes for him to go through his reads. But Caleb Williams, because he can get out of the pocket and move, you don't have to have as good a line. And so it just works better. But anyways, with that being said, we need to pump the brakes. I've heard people talking about Caleb Williams being Heisman and national championship. Let's slow down. It was one half, and he played phenomenal. I'll be the first one. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. Phenomenal play. It was one game. It was one half, and we have a lot of season left. Now there's tape on Caleb. Now, and this week's going to be a tough challenge against TCU because Gary Patterson is a defensive guru. He's going to throw things at Caleb that Caleb's never seen. We have to remember that was Caleb's first game. I don't remember how many games he played his senior year, but it wasn't very many, if any at all. So he's just now getting some playing time, for nearly 2 years. So it might take him a little bit to get in, that sounds crazy saying when he just went off on Texas, but let's pump the brakes. He's going to be really good. I really do. I've been calling for him for weeks now, but I think we need to lower our expectations. Heisman, let's not even mention that right now. Let's just focus on TCU and giving him the best opportunity to succeed. So anyways, that's kind of my 2 cents. He's a phenomenal player, great, going to be special, I believe, but let's let him grow and learn and even fail some. Because he's human. He's not Superman, even though that's his nickname. Let's just let him play and let him be Caleb. So, anyways, now there's this whole quarterback controversy, and I thought this was really funny that Lincoln, if you hadn't heard, he's not allowing any media availability. As far as I know, the coaches and the players, not just the players. I didn't even know that was allowed. And sorry. But anyways, he's closed it all off, and I don't know exactly if it's every single person, staff and players, but there's not going to be much media this week, which kind of stinks as someone that loves listening to those press conferences. But nonetheless, shows me that Lincoln is really, really not wanting to give Gary Patterson much. But I think we all know who the starting quarterback is going to be. But I guess good try, on Lincoln. But we'll see what happens. We'll see who trots out there Saturday. I think we all know who it's going to be, but Lincoln, I guess, is trying to keep something a secret. So let's see. What else is there to talk about that I've missed the last couple of weeks? Yeah, this is going to be a big week, and I'll give my prediction tomorrow on who I think is going to win. But TCU it's not a team that's really given us trouble like they have Texas or like a Kansas State does, but you still have to respect them. Defense did not look good at all against Texas, especially in the first half. That second half, they just couldn't stop the pass, the over the top passing. Our cornerbacks were not playing well at all. Now Xavier Worthy is a beast, but anyways, hopefully that'll get fixed. They say Zach Evans, the running back for TCU, is game time decision, I guess, or undecided if he's going to be able to go. If he plays and they hand the ball off to him a lot, it could get. I'm not saying that. Well, I don't know what anything can happen. Last week showed us anything can happen. It could get interesting, but so they have some players you have to respect. Their defense you always have to respect, but I don't think it'll be I don't consider it a trap game per se, unless Caleb just messes up big time and Rattler comes out there and messes up. I don't. But anyway, so I know there's so much more to talk about, so much more I want to talk about, but I'll get back in the rhythm of making these videos. I enjoy them, and but y'all comment on this video. What'd you think of the Texas game? Where's it rank on your list of top OU Texas games ever? Where's it rank on your list of top OU games ever? Who do you think should start Saturday? Do you think Lincoln's doing the right thing and keeping the media availability non-existent? Who do you think is going to win this weekend against TCU's? And just let me know what you think about the Sooners so far. Definitely going to be an interesting season. Definitely going to be a season we'll never forget. So anyways, that's it for this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll post a video tomorrow giving my prediction for the OU-TCU game. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will catch y'all later. Boomer Sooner.